friends, and welcome to another makeup graveyard where we go through my super scary makeup collection and aim to get rid of more than half. So I have sorted through all of my powders today. These are loose powders, translucent powders, powder foundations, just anything powdery for your face. I am going to be getting rid of 12. I am keeping 11. Sounds kind of crazy, I know, but sometimes I feel like I'm just an oily mess, and powder is my best friend, and I need them, and they're all really good. So I have some solid recommendations for you guys, and then I am giving away 3 powders that I haven't used to my sisters. So let's get started with the junkety junk. This is one powder that I wish I actually took the time to return, because Sephora will take back makeup that you don't like, but then months go by and you lost the receipt and you just feel weird about bringing back makeup. So this was one of those situations where I'm like, oh man, because it was like $25, I believe. This is the Kat Von D Locket Tattoo Powder Foundation. Now I hauled this, oh look, the whole thing's falling apart. I hauled this while I was on Maui. I did like a big Sephora haul. I will link that below if you're curious. And I used this one time, literally one time as foundation. It matched me, it looked beautiful when I put it on, and we went out to dinner. And I remember getting up and going into the bathroom and looking at my face and being like, oh my God, like it looked like cracked pavement. Like it looked like little dry lines everywhere, and it exaggerated everything and looked like I was wearing 10 pounds of makeup. So I have not used this ever again. It is super intense, super heavy, super powdery. I do not recommend it. This is also a powder foundation. This is the Celebration Foundation from IT Cosmetics, and I do really love this. It's very light on the skin. You do get a little bit of coverage. It's not a ton of coverage. I will actually use this to set my foundation. If I'm wearing a more sheer foundation, I want something a little bit extra. Let me go ahead and just share with you. I'm keeping the medium shade, getting rid of the light, because this one I feel makes me look a little too pale, and I don't want that. So I never really use it, and I'm just gonna say bye to it, but I am keeping medium beige. Okay, we're kind of going back and forth from the I'm getting rid of this to the I really love this pile, but let's just go there all at once, because I have a few things to say about my beloved COTY Airspun powder. You guys know I'm such a fan of this stuff. I think I have used it in a quadrillion tutorial videos, and I cannot recommend it enough. They do have a fragrance-free variety if you are sensitive to the scent, because it is a little intense. And I really like using Naturally Neutral and Suntan. I like the darker ones. I was using translucent for a while, but I am enjoying the darker ones at the moment, and they aren't really dark. They just have a tiny little bit of color to them. So they don't really alter the color of your skin. It just looks a little more natural than the translucent, which sometimes looks a little bit like a powder. That didn't make a lot of sense, but you guys feel me, you get me. This I picked up when I was on Maui, and I was like, oh, I've never seen this version of it. This is super exciting. This is fragrance-free Luminous Translucent. So this has a little bit of shimmer in it, but it is a little bit like, whoa, too much shimmer for your full face. It will make you look a little bit exaggerated in the pore and wrinkle area, and a little shiny, but it's not shiny enough to do as just a highlight. So I am saying bye to this one, but every other COTY Airspun powder I love. 2 more I am getting rid of. This is the Essence All About Matte. And I did like this at first, but then I just realized I'm not using these translucent blotting powders as much lately, and I may as well just get rid of them. They photograph really funny. If you've ever seen pictures of celebrities where it's like makeup goof up and it's a flash photo and you see like the white powder underneath a celebrity's eyes, that's from using this type of product. You definitely do not want to use flash photography when you're using a clear HD setting powder. These do go on completely clear. You cannot detect them on the skin. It's very smooth, very velvety. Makeup Forever has a version of this. This is the DERMABLEND one, and they make the skin look great, but on camera, not so much. I'm also going to be getting rid of my Gosh powder. This was fine, but I didn't love it. I don't hate it, I just don't love it. Same situation with my Nude Wear Physicians Formula. I think I really tried to like this more than I actually did. I used it a few times, and then I kind of went back to my regular routine of reaching for the stuff that I really, really love. This is an American Beauty powder, and just really chalky. I don't know what's going on here. I really loved this powder so much. I went through a phase where this was like my everyday holy grail. This is the Mineral Wear Talc-Free Mineral Face Powder in Buff Beige. This is from Physicians Formula, and this makes your skin look absolutely flawless. If you are looking for the perfect powder foundation, you don't want to wear liquid, you just want to try a powder, this one is excellent. It does not make you break out, it doesn't irritate the skin, and it's at the drugstore, and I'm kind of selling myself on it right now. Like, I want to go and buy another one of these because this is awesome. I can't believe I'm getting rid of this. I think I'm actually probably gonna offer it to one of my sisters just because it's so pretty and it's fancy and it's an expensive product and I just can't use it. It is the Semi-Loose Powder Natural Radiance. Again, I can't do the type of powders that have radiance in them all over the face. They are only appropriate as a highlight or to brighten under the eye like my NARS Olympia, but this is just too dark to use exclusively as a highlight, so but it's such a shame to get rid of it. It is a finely milled, beautiful powder, just not my color and too shimmery. Speaking of getting rid of oil, Matte FX. I believe I put this in a top 5 powders like 2 years ago and I really loved this, but I just feel like this is kind of getting disgusting. Like, it's at that point where it's like, okay, you need to say goodbye. You rarely reach for this anymore and it is just filthy. So I am saying goodbye to these two, but they are really nice. They carry this line at Sephora. I just don't need it anymore because I like my COTY Airspun super cheap powder from the drugstore. Okay, things that I am keeping. When I have a tan, this is absolutely my favorite powder to use. There is something about this powder that just makes your skin look incredible and not overly dried out and matte, but just it holds and sets the makeup perfectly. I actually really want to get this in a lighter shade. The only reason I reserve this for when I'm tanner is because it is a darker color. This is the shade Cool Beige, but this powder is incredible. And I know that I'm getting rid of this DERMABLEND translucent powder, setting powder, but these are very, very different products. This one does have some color and a tiny bit of coverage to it. This is completely translucent. I am also keeping my banana powder. I literally stared at this for 30 seconds, contemplating like, do I get rid of this? Do I keep it? Do I get rid of this? Because I do use the NARS Olympia Duo a lot. That yellow powder is my absolute favorite. It's not really a setting powder. I don't even know what it is, but I do set my under eye concealer with it all the time, and I used to use the banana powder to do that because I like those yellow tones and they really brighten up the under eye area. I'm keeping it because why not? There's a lot left in here and I just can't say goodbye to it. I am also keeping 2 of my most favorite drugstore powders that I always have floating around in a purse with me because I am that person that carries powder with me on the go. I do tend to get oily pretty quickly, even though my skin is also kind of dry at the same time. So I actually like taking a crease brush, an eyeshadow brush with me with my powder, and I just touch up like around my nostrils, right in between my eyebrows, right in my chin, like the areas that I get really greasy quickly. And the Stay Matte is the quickest thing to fix that situation. I love this stuff from RIMMEL. It's like $4.99. And then I also really love the Dream Wonder Powder. This is the shade Classic Ivory, and it's just a great touch-up powder as well. This is the Professional Agent Zero Shine. I'm on the fence about this one, so I need to try it a few more times. I figure I splurged on this item because I love the Professional so much that I may as well give it a fair chance. The last powder I'm keeping is from Bobbi Brown. This is a retouching powder and it's in pink. And this one, this is gonna sound so weird. I'm keeping this because of sentimental reasons. I got this from the Allure Beauty Closet when I did my Allure photo shoot, and I think it's pretty and I rarely ever use it, but it's Bobbi Brown and I have a memory attached to it, and don't judge me. So that is it. We are getting closer and closer to me wrapping up my Graveyard series, and then I am gonna do a big epic makeup collection tour. I think I have bronzers left, and I am thinking about doing makeup brushes. Let me know in the comments if you think that is something you would like to see. I know it's not technically makeup, but it is the tool to apply makeup, and I have so many of them. I hope this gives you some new ideas of things maybe to try out and some things that maybe you don't want to try out. All right, that is it. Make sure you thumbs up this video if you enjoyed it. Leave me comments. I read them all. Make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss future videos, and I will see you next time. Mwah.